Howdy folks, Nathan Adlin here with
Andrei Smirnov.
TFL Truck is bringing you something really cool, the top 5 off-road vehicles from the factory.
That's right, you can walk into your dealership and get these trucks and they're ready to go off-road.
That's right. Now we're not talking about just, slamming on a set of larger tires. We're talking about some comprehensive upgrades to make these vehicles very good off-road.
Number 5 is the Chevy Colorado with the Trail Boss package.
No, don't freak out. Nobody freak out. We know that the chin spoiler thing comes down really, really far. And we also know that the side step things are ridiculous and both of them limit ground clearance. If those were removed, and if you got the one with the diesel, it would be a fantastic off-road vehicle, as it was. Taking it off-road, even though we did scrape a little bit, it still did very well off-road.
Absolutely. The Trail Boss package comes with great tires.
Yep.
If you remove the side steps and the front chin, which is doable,
yep,
and you can actually maybe order them without the side steps in the beginning.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It's a nice little truck. It's compact.
Yep.
It's mid-size, and you can go to the trails.
Yeah, we really did have a very good time with one off-road, and it surprised us with its ability, despite the fact that there were ground clearance issues.
Absolutely.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Number 4 is the 2016 Nissan Titan XD with the Pro 4X package.
Now, we did take it off-road, and as some of you remember, it didn't quite make it up Goldmine Hill. Although, to be fair, it was covered in snow and ice.
Absolutely. It basically dug in, right? And there was ice under the snow. And once you get to that point, nothing helps.
Unless you have actual dedicated snow tires.
Or chains.
You're not going to get through it. But we did have an opportunity to take it off-road under other circumstances, and it did really well.
Yes, I drove it near Flagstaff, Arizona off-road, and rocks and dirt. It climbed hills like nobody's business. I got to
go bouncing through 2 and 3 feet worth of snow on top of off-road trails, and it did fantastic. And both of us just recently drove the Titan XD with the 5.6 liter V8, which is significantly lighter than the big diesel that we tested off-road. So it stands to reason that that will be even better off-road, and we're going to find that out when we have an opportunity to drive it off-road.
Absolutely, it's 500 pounds less.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. That's basically us.
Well, on a good day.
Okay.
Yeah. So number 3.
Yeah, number 3. Okay.
Toyota Tacoma with a TRD Pro package.
That's right.
So we've tested last generation Tacoma TRD Pro.
Yep.
It did great in Colorado. And in 2017, the next generation is coming, in a few months.
Yeah, which is sort of strange, but I mean, it's cool at the same time. We didn't expect to get a TRD Pro until like halfway through the vehicle's life cycle. So the fact that we're getting one so soon, well, that's great. Basically what it means when you're talking about the TRD Pro, like some of these other vehicles, is an upgraded suspension, armor underneath, upgraded tires and wheels. You're talking about a vehicle that is suddenly able to seriously handle some off-road obstacles.
Absolutely. I mean, it's built from the factory for that next level of off-roading. Number 2? Number
2. Now, before we say this one, behind us, we know that it's currently not in production. However, we're right in between where it ended production and where it's going to begin production. And that's why number 2 is the Ford F-150 SVT Raptor.
Soon to be known as the 2017 Ford Raptor.
That's right. We're going to have an opportunity to drive that, of course. And if Roman gets his way, he'll probably buy one. But we've had a lot of experience with the previous generation Raptor, as you've seen in many of our videos, and it is a top-notch vehicle. And in many ways, it really is one of the best off-road factory trucks you can buy because of the Fox suspension, because of the ground clearance, because of the extra wide track, because of the tires, because of the wheels. Everything about it is built to really, really do well off-road. So that's why we put this in the list. However, we have another vehicle on the list that beats it.
But before we move on, the Raptor, I was just in Detroit and I saw the new powertrain, the next generation 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6.
Yeah, with the transmission, right?
And the 10-speed automatic.
All right.
They did not release the specs for the Raptor yet, but they released the 2017 numbers for the regular F-150.
That's right.
And that's going to be 450 foot-pounds of torque, which is quite a lot from a V6 engine, from a 3.5 liter.
Now, the real curious thing is to see how that vehicle feels in comparison with this one. So that's going, and we're going to do it for sure. A lot of comparing.
I'm looking forward to that.
Now, here's a cool thing. The next one, number 1 on our list, won our 2016 Gold Hitch Award for off-roading, right?
Yep.
It is the best off-road vehicle we've driven for that award. But on top of that, they are just about to replace it with a slightly newer version, and that is
the Ram Power Wagon.
Baby, I love that truck. I love the truck. It's one of my favorite trucks. Yes, I would take it over this truck, just slightly. I think it's just the ultimate off-road vehicle. I feel it's almost military grade. If you put a 50 caliber mount in the back of it, it wouldn't be completely out of place. But, and here's the news, Andre and I are about to go to Arizona to drive the new Power Wagon, right?
Absolutely. So what they've done is, I mean, the Power Wagon already comes with a winch.
Oh yeah.
You know, it sits a little bit higher.
Oh, yeah.
It's got the good off-road tires. You got lockers, front, rear, middle. So they've updated the look now for 2017. So you get the new grille, which looks very similar to the Rebel.
Yes, it does.
And you got some stripes and some other
lots
things.
of graphics and all that. And we're going to have an opportunity to drive that in the future. However, we still believe that #1 on our list, the Power Wagon that we recently tested, is one of the best off-road vehicles, period. It was extraordinary.
Yeah, it did Goldmine Hill like it was nothing.
It laughed at us. But we always like to add a bonus one, and so go ahead and tell them the bonus one.
The bonus, this is a mid-size truck, and it's been around for a while. It's the Nissan Frontier Pro 4X. We recently took it off-road in the snow.
Yes, we did, and it was great. It's old. We know it is. I mean, the interior is way out of date. The entire truck really is behind in that respect, but it still drives very well. It has a lot of power. It's fantastic off-road. And what's really important about this truck right now?
It's affordable. It's been around for a while. There's some discounts on it.
Oh, yeah.
You still have the rear locker.
Yes.
Underbody protection. And it's manageable. It's smaller in size, so it can fit on more trails.
Yeah, eventually Nissan is going to, well, we don't know actually. They haven't mentioned exactly what they're going to do
No, we've
yet.
asked them, and they said no comment.
No comment. Now, we know that they've been testing a diesel. We know that they've been screwing around with some different drivetrains, but we honestly don't know what's in store for the North American market.
For the Frontier, yeah.
All right. So thank you so much for joining us. If you have any suggestions and or if you want to add to this list or give us ideas for a different list, please put it down in the comments below.
Thanks a lot.
Take care. Bye-bye.
And go back to tfltruck.com for more news, views, and real-world reviews.
Ciao.
This is the evolution of our V8 engine. Our last generation was the VK56DE. This is the VK56VD series. It is an evolution, hosts a number of improvements, namely power is up from 317 horsepower with the last generation to 390 horsepower. So this is a great motor, very, very strong, very capable in the Titan XD platform. You also have direct injection with an all-new piston design. So the piston has completely been reworked. For higher compression with the direct injection, we're up to 11.2 to 1 compression ratio, which improves, obviously, performance, improves fuel efficiency as well.